Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to another video from T.W White Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have a Mazda CX-5 taken in part exchange this morning. Now, as I walk around the car, I always like to give a little bit of a background, on the car. Now, I've worked at this in this Mazda dealership now for about 11 years. And this was one of the very first CX-5s that we sold. I think the CX-5 came out in 2012. So it's really started getting going in 2013. This car was actually our showroom car. It's in the pearlescent white. It's the all-wheel drive, 175 PS, so the higher power output. It's in the Sport Nav trim. There is a couple of extras on it, which I'll go through when we go into the car. And hopefully you can see from this video the condition of the vehicle. Now, the previous owner is well known to us. They're very brand loyal, but they're also very loyal to T.W White's. Gentleman had an RX-8 when they first came out back in 2003, and that was the car he actually part exchanged for this vehicle here. Now, it's always been looked after by ourselves, and I just want to draw your attention to the tyres. The tyres are almost new, I would say, and they are premium contact Continental tyres. So that sort of shows you, how much care the gentleman puts into his cars. It's a really good sign of ownership when you get an older car and they're still putting on very good quality tyres. Now, one of the reasons for that is gentleman actually likes to drive to Croatia, hence the tow bar, because that was for his bikes. And he used to carry a roof box as well. I believe he had family over there, so the car would quite often do, cross European trips. So the maintenance of the car is very, very important. Okay, now it's starting to rain here, so I'm going to speed this up and show you the boot, and then we'll get in the car. Now, the car is very lovely. There's a couple little marks on the alloy wheels, but apart from that, it's really good. I'll have that all sorted prior to the next keeper taking delivery of the car. Bodywork wise, I think there's a tiny little dimple here, which I'll have my dent man remove, but I only just got the car this morning. I thought I'd get the car advertised first. Now look at the boot, lovely condition. They're not 60-40 split, they're like 40-40-20. That middle one there, look, you can lower it. Oh, I've made myself look silly now. Lower it like so, and that will go flat, but there's a seat belt wrapped round it. That'll go down like so. Let me show you. So seats fold pretty much flat like that. That middle one is really handy if you've got skis or DIY, your trip to Screwfix or home base and whatnot. This tonneau cover here has got a storage space to fold away nicely under there. So you don't have to take it out, put it in the shed or in the loft and then, forget about it. There's a nice place for it to go. Now, the all-wheel drive model is quite rare, I'll be honest, in manual. I suppose that'll come handy on those ski trips. You've got reverse sensors, you've got parking sensors at the front, and you've also got a camera. Gentleman was a family man, but the interior seems to have not suffered as a result of that. I often find, children, especially my son, they're quite hard wearing on interiors of cars, but it's all in really, really lovely condition. Something I have noticed as well, the previous owners actually changed all the little interior lights to LED lights, which gives it a really nice finish. It's a really a nice sort of mod. You've got keyless entry, so you don't need the key to open and close the car. It just has to be on your person. You've got electric windows and wing mirrors here, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-way electric seat with lumbar support. Okay, right, let's hop myself in the car. Now, remember I said this car's got a couple of extras. Now, I know this might not seem like a big deal, but when this car was new, it didn't have auto folding wing mirrors. It was an accessory. So if I lock the car, look, the wing mirrors fold in. So yeah, it's nice. It sort of brings it up to date. And you unlock the car. They don't open up straight away. Once you've started the engine, they open up like so. Okay. To start the car, you've got two of these keys here. When the key's on your person in the car, in the center console, and you put your foot on the clutch, in fact, I'll show you. Foot on the clutch, lights up green, means it's ready to go. And that's how the car starts up. Now, the mileage in the car is 52,156 miles. I believe, and I can check this, but I believe this was only serviced about a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. And that's why we have it, because we often talk to our customers. A lot of us have been here a long time, and the gentleman expressed an interest in maybe upgrading the car. We offered him a fantastic deal. We're really pleased to have this in part exchange, because there's a bit of a gap in the market for these, and he picked up his new car today. So I believe, yeah, it was only in for a service only the other day, maybe 10 days ago. Right, so we've done the mileage. So I've gone through the accessory with the wing mirrors. Now, this car had an £800 option from new. It's got lane departure warning system, and rear vehicle monitoring system. Okay, so what that does, now this is something that's standard. It's only been standard for the last couple of years on our new CX-5s. I don't know if you can see the two little shadowed out bits there. When somebody overtakes you, it will light up and bleep, or if someone undertakes you, it'll light up and bleep, just to say, look, I'm coming round you or under you, you know, don't come out of lane, just be cautious. So we've got that there. Lane departure warning. If you were to veer out of a lane and the car thinks you didn't intend to do that, so you're not indicating, it'll warn you. I think it's a bleep or a rumble. I think it's a rumble on these. So they're two fantastic safety features, but it also has, if I'm not wrong, high beam control as well. So if someone comes the other way, it will dip the lights. Okay, but I'll double check that. Don't hold me to that one. But it's definitely got these two safety features here, as well as smart city brake support, you know, your traction control, your ABS, etc, etc. So a very safe car, ideal family car, ideal car to, you know, go on those long trips in. I've actually driven one of these across Europe. Did it in 16 hours. I did about 1,000 miles, fully laden. Christmas time with snow tyres. I went from south-east London to Poland in 16 hours. Did it in one sitting. It was very, very comfortable and fuel efficient. Okay, so you've got automatic wipers. You've got automatic lights. You've got a steering column that goes up, down, in and out. You've got your volume controls here, your hands-free controls here, cruise control here. You've got climate control, dual zone, or, you know, if you don't want it dual zone, you don't have to have it dual zone. Might stop the arguments having it dual zone, no. You've got 3-stage heated seats. You've got a TomTom sat nav. Now, TomTom sat navs are great because they're so easy to use, and it's touch screen. Okay, and everyone's sort of, I think most people who've used a sat nav are quite familiar with the way these work. They may not look as lovely as the other sat navs, but they are extremely functional. So sat navs, you've got hands-free, Bluetooth. It will also read your messages if you've got an Android phone. Okay, so all the tech you need for a car in this day and age, I'd say. The air conditioning is ice cold, by the way. As I say, it's been a properly maintained vehicle, and it will carry a Mazda ZZ Plus extended warranty. So Mazda's actual correct branded, not you know, one of these other sort of non-Mazda warranties. It's a proper Mazda warranty. That also incorporates roadside assistance and MOT insurance for the first year. So if you fail your MOT, there are certain items that actually be covered under the warranty, even some wear and tear items. So we're now, what are we now, 9 minutes into the video, 10 minutes into the video. I'm just trying to think what I've forgotten. This here is the human interface, or the multimedia commander that operates this here. Okay, which makes it a little bit more safer to operate whilst driving. Not that I'm promoting that, of course. You've got USB auxiliary in here, as well as a 12-volt socket. So you've got a 12-volt socket there. You've also got a 12-volt socket here. Okay, so the car, the interior is really lovely, actually. So as I said earlier, a lot of sort of family cars, you know, you've got to clean them a few times to get them up to scratch. But this car is in really lovely condition. Okay, right, so if there's any more specific photos or videos you'd like me to send you, please don't hesitate to ask. Any questions about the car, you know, just ask any of the team here. I say we're fortunate enough to know this car really, really well, and that is the case with most of our used vehicles. It's always nice to, you know, to know about the history of the vehicle, I think. Part exchange is extremely welcome. And if you look on our website, you'll see we often sell cars other than Mazdas and Suzukis on the used market, because we get them in part exchange and we cherry pick the nice examples. So don't feel that you might not get the best price because you drive a car other than a Mazda or a Suzuki. Do try us. We've got finance facilities to suit all, and we've got facilities to extend warranties, etc, etc. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we look forward to hearing from you. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye.